Welcome back, Ace Runners, to the 2023 Discraft's Great Lakes Open. This is the final round. Presented by Grip 6. Coverage brought to you by Ace Run Pro. This is a Disc Golf Pro Tour Playoff, and my name is Holly Finley.
I am Raven Klein, and by the hammer of Thor, this is the conclusion of round 4. We're still in Milford, Michigan. It's a beautiful place, the rolling hills, all the green, and I'm really excited to see everyone attack this back nine. Owen Scoggins still in the lead, with Ella, Kat, Missy, Jen, all chasing for that podium spot.
Holland, too.
And Holland. Oh, she's going to be real mad at me that I stopped right before her
She won't be mad at me, though. Let's check out hole 10, par 4, 507 feet. No out of bounds to worry about here. You really want to go as far as you can off the tee shot. I prefer the left side, which is a little flatter, and it makes the upshot more open. Landing on the right side can get a bit tricky. Your second shot's going to go under these limbs, possibly an Annie forehand, or just a straight low shot to get up here and get a look at birdie 3.
Sorry, Holland.
It's too late now.
No, it's not too late.
It's too late.
If she watched, she'll hear it.
Just stop. It's too late. Jennifer Allen up first. Great distance off the tee from Jen. She can attack for birdie.
Missy going a little bit straighter up the hill, hoping for a little bit of a skip for better footing.
Alexis looking to clean up the back nine after a bit of a rough start. She's got a good drive over on the left side. Little wind check from Maria's dry bag.
Yes. Love the height that Maria gives her shot. She actually gets up even with the tree, if not past the trunk.
Maria's got a lot of distance in the tank. But first up, it's Mandujano with a nice straight laser, and she's looking at birdie from 15 feet. This is a cool angle. It looks like Missy's about to throw it in.
This is a cool angle. Just off a little bit to the right.
Jennifer Allen so far up the hill. I feel like I say this on every hole. Stand still, Yeti AVR, into the circle.
Should start a tally for that, too.
Right?
Even further up the hill, Maria Oliva.
Stand still, Berg. You've heard that all week.
It's true.
Allen for birdie. It looks like she knew right out of her hand it wasn't good. It fell out right side.
Birdie for Missy. I wonder if that was people cheering for Holland's birdie on 9, because they would be right behind. Alexis in for the birdie.
Are you still trying to make
Actually
it up to
wasn't.
Holland?
No, I realized right after I said it that that's what it sounded like. But that's where the crowd sounded like they were coming from. That's a par for Jennifer Allen. Leave me alone. Oh, and a birdie for Maria Oliva.
Yes, with a birdie after the longest drive of the group. 3 birdies, 1 par. That was a great hole by this chase card. Whoa. Caddy, what was that caddy looking at?
Hole 11, par 3, 442 feet downhill, but finishing to the right side. The gap everyone is aiming for is where the drone is currently flying through. You can throw a sidearm a little bit lower, getting that right finish. Even if you end up in the right side taller grass, it's an easy 3. If you really want to crush it, get down there to the pin, the backhand turnover allows for a better flight that'll fade toward the basket. There is no OB.
We've had a really amazing spotter here all week, just able to find anything and everything.
Get through the trees.
Missy Gannon up first, backhand. It's hyzering, but she can scramble for par from there.
That'll be a simple hyzer approach to the basket. Alexis going with the sidearm, not getting around the tree like she did in previous days, catching a limb and just getting knocked down.
She lands over there similar to where Missy is.
Another play, if you don't feel comfortable with the turn, is to throw it straight at the tree that Maria's aiming for.
Maria with an Anubis off the tee. She's up there putting for birdie.
That was a great shot.
Jennifer hits the gap. She's trying to yell at it to turn, but it's hyzering out instead. And she's pinned deep, but probably about 100 feet on the left side.
At least. And there is a mini hill or a mound on that side, but I'm not sure if she went past it or if she'll still be able to see the basket. Missy with a simple approach upped for her par.
Bring it up. Get it.
Oh, Alexis almost throws it in from 100 off the front of the cage. Oh.
So just on the other side of that mound.
Jump putt, Jennifer Allen. And she's rolled to right inside the bullseye.
Not a spot we see a lot of players.
Oliva for birdie from 18 feet. It's in. I love seeing people get a birdie there. That's 2 birdies in a row for Maria.
Par for Missy Gannon. And a par for Alexis. Nice. Everyone keeping it clean so far on the back nine.
Welcome back, hole 12, an uphill par 3, 267 feet. No out of bounds to really worry about on the tee shot. Just throw it as far as you can and hopefully keep it in the short grass and get yourself a look at a birdie too. If you pull it to the right, it can be a bit tricky trying to scramble for par. It gets a little hairy up towards the basket. The left side seems to be a little more forgiving. Oliva up first after 2 birdies in a row. Incredible height on this. And she is up there putting for birdie. I asked Maria a few years ago, how did you all of a sudden just start throwing 400 plus feet? And she said, I just stopped thinking about it.
I should try that.
Right? Alexis with a bit of a lower shot, and she's over on the right side, about a foot into the tall grass. Jennifer Allen has good height on her disc and gets a pretty good ways up the fairway. Looks like she'll have a birdie putt from 38 feet.
Alexis pitching up to the basket for her par.
We saw Missy make this long birdie putt the other day.
Oh,
a tower tap.
Gives it a run, and it does roll away a little bit, but the camera didn't follow it all, so I'm assuming it sat down.
Oliva for birdie from 30. Oh, it was a little low.
Missy in for par. Disappointing there for Maria not grabbing the birdie, but she will clean up a par.
Alexis taps in a par, as does Jennifer Allen. Oh, I'd like to remind you guys to check out the previous rounds from earlier in the week because we've been giving away a disc every single day.
Hole 13, par 4, 526 feet. Downhill the whole way, another fairway that ends to the right side. There's a tunnel that you're aiming for. You can either throw a sidearm, try and get around this tree so that you can crash land into the tunnel, or I've seen a lot of players throwing that backhand on the right side of the tree and crash landing into this spot, giving you a look for a long bid at an eagle. This one has been playing very easy, a lot of players getting birdie on it, because there isn't really a terrible place to land where you can't salvage the par. Maria playing a low shot that's just going to line her up perfectly with the tunnel.
Missy taking one of the more common routes I've seen this year where people just punch it into that wooded corner and see how good it can get. She busts through and it looks like she's in circle 2.5.
She just said, no idea. She doesn't even know how good that was.
Alexis with a similar shot going at the tree that you can land at or under, and she gets knocked down by it. You can actually
What a good roll.
Get a birdie from there.
Yeah, if you're not sure what to throw off the tee, a good plan is to throw it right at that tree and then let it fall.
Jennifer with a similar shape to Missy, just punching it through the wooded corner and seeing what happens.
She does not get as lucky, though, and does end the flight with a tree. Maria lined up perfectly, just outside the bullseye for birdie.
Alexis with a forehand chip.
Oh,
And a tower tap.
I feel like that was basket. She hit the cage.
Tap, was it?
I think so. I'm just going to say yes, it was.
It's better than a tower tap.
I liked your song, though.
Yeah. We'll get more. Jennifer Allen with a clean pitch up. She's in the circle looking at birdie. And this is where Missy's drive landed. She actually has a look at an eagle. Not quite enough to get the eagle to drop, but she will have a bag shot birdie. That's exciting. And Jennifer Allen's putt has just fallen flat since the front nine. I mean, it was really spicy up front, and now it's just...
She's missing low. I mean,
I
they
think
all
she
are.
needs a snack.
That is
that
usually,
happens a lot around between holes 10 and 14.
That's true. And it's hole 13, so she's probably hungry.
That's definitely what it is. Alexis in for birdie. Oliva's in for birdie. Missy's in for birdie. And Jennifer Allen will card the par.
As Holly mentioned before, all the previous videos of this tournament, we've been giving away a disc. And for this video, we've got one of Holly's discs. You just have to comment whether or not you use the edge, the middle, or the back end of the stakes when you're calling an OB.
Here is a hole with OB, hole 14, par 4, 550 feet, OB on the left and right. Now, because we have little to no wind today, the tee shot isn't that intimidating, but when it's windy, it certainly can be. Get as far as you want off the tee, hopefully landing past that short pad, giving you a 200 to 290 foot upshot into the circle. That'll give you a look at a birdie 3. But again, you've got to keep it clean and in bounds. Maria Oliva up first. A nice low controlled shot. Max distance, I'd say, with that height.
Definitely. I feel like using our tee pad from last year is always a good visual aid, because if you get to the edge of that tee pad or a little bit, you've got about 240 left to the pin. Alexis playing a little bit more on the right side, hyzering toward the middle.
Jennifer is very aggressive with the distance on her tee shot. Well past the short tee. And I bet you I can predict what she's going to do from there.
You think she's close enough for a standstill AVR?
I sure do. Missy Gannon with a chip shot, and she's got a drop-in birdie. Man, that was a good shot from Missy.
Alexis playing the hyzer over the OB to crash in toward the basket.
Probably about 250, 260.
Definitely. Beautiful shot. She will join Missy in the tap-in birdie zone.
I love that zone.
A berg.
Oh, surprise, surprise. Oh, that's not a good surprise. Maria threw her berg out of bounds right side. You know, normally the berg hyzers more, but when you've got the torque like Maria does, it ends up looking like a Mako somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know how Maria makes a berg fly so straight.
Saves the par, though. I don't know if you saw, Jennifer, she threw a standstill AVR.
Oh, wow.
She'll tap in her birdie, and she will be followed by Missy and Alexis for their birdies.
Jennifer's actually really good forehanding that Yeti AVR.
Yeah. It's a nice addition to what I've seen in her game.
2 birdies in a row for Missy and Alexis.
Look at these cards.
Look at this back 9.
Ooh.
Very tidy.
Very tidy
that
indeed. Makes my right brain happy. Hole 15, par 4, 567 feet. It's a slight turnover off the tee and or a forehand. Your main goal is to get past the tree that we're flying by right now. Good shots will land just at the top of the hill. Great shots might even crest the hill a little bit, leaving you with a fairly straightforward approach to the pin. Most common error, leaking a little bit right or hyzering out left in these bushes, taking away your real look at birdie, but great shots will kind of play to the middle of the hill and skip up toward the basket.
Missy Gannon currently at 6 under par for the round. Up first. A nice backhand turnover. Well past the tree, past the hill, and a little on the left side. It could be tricky for the birdie.
Still such a nice shot, though.
Really good
she
distance.
She got some great distance.
But like a lot of holes out here, it might be better to land shorter and in the middle than get further and be a little bit off the fairway.
That's
we'll
true.
have to see how Missy's shot shapes up.
Jen releasing high, but still getting through everything, and she'll just be on the right side of the fairway.
Oliva with another forehand off the tee, which we have seen in previous days. And she lands short of the tree that you'd like to be at or past.
I want to say that maybe she wouldn't try and go for the pin, but it's Maria.
Maria goes for things.
All right, but she does take the smarter approach, which is to just play your second shot to the base of the hill, remain in the open, make it an easy up and down for par.
Alexis's second shot, hyzering into the putting area, and she's got a 20-foot putt for birdie. Jennifer Allen tries a standstill Halo Rock 3, and she gets it up there with a putt. She didn't like it because it was a little offline, but I think it looks great if you're up there putting for birdie.
Oh, Missy went a little bit further in than I expected. I thought she might have a step out forehand, but she's going in the bushes instead. Just trying to play that location, shot. Executed well.
Maria just going to pitch up with her berg and settle for par. Missy's given herself a birdie putt. It's uphill, about 48 feet. Very extreme angle. And she misses left side. And Jennifer Allen does not like the look of that putt, and she lays it up.
Alexis misses her putt high and left. And now she's got a straight downhill putt. No hesitation from her, though. Gets the par. That putt could make some other people definitely a little nervous. Didn't seem to faze her.
Exactly.
A par from Missy Gannon.
Oliva for par. And Jennifer Allen tapping in her par after laying up.
I think this is one of those holes that took a lot of victims in the first day or two, and then everyone figured out how to play it.
Alexis has really cleaned up her scorecard. Let's check out hole 16, our one and only island hole out here, a par 3, 396 feet. You want to land in the island, hopefully to give yourself a birdie putt. If you do not land safe, you can proceed to the drop zone, putting for a 3. However, if you cross inbounds on the island, you can take it from the last place you were out of bounds. We've seen some players just try to throw straight, possibly ace it, and go out the back, walk it back in, and have a short putt for par. Missy Gannon up first. She hits the main gap, and it is looking delicious. Missy Gannon inbounds, putting for birdie. Did you see the enthusiasm on that flagger? That's the kind of flagger I need every day.
Just following you around.
Yeah.
That would make days more interesting, I think. Just green flags for any good decision or thing you do well.
Alexis hits the gap with an amazing
Scoot up,
looking
scoot up,
shot.
scoot up. Ooh.
Is it short? How short?
I
It's
think
in?
she's in.
Oh, she barely scooted over the line.
I think I'd want a flagger for parallel parking.
Ooh, Jennifer's shot is low, but she throws hard. And she has skipped
Wow.
all the way up there for a birdie putt. This is the best I've ever seen this hole played. Maria Oliva, I'm going to need her to get inbounds.
Why did you say that?
Because I needed it.
Not that part. The part right before that. This was almost the best that Holly has seen people play.
Until I said that. And Maria Oliva is out of bounds off the tee.
Alexis, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, in by a mile when it comes
yeah.
to disc golf. That's so easy to call.
No doubt about that. Oliva from the drop zone to save par. A nice nose-up conservative bid.
When you have island holes and you're playing, if you're fourth, oh, Jen, no. Right side, little bit low. Cannot convert on the birdie. When you're fourth on the card, if everyone has made it before you, does that ever make you nervous? Or does that give you like the fire to make it?
I feel like there's no option but to make it on the island. The fire is
Just
hotter
always.
than ever.
Oh,
yes. Nervous? No, I don't care what other people are doing.
Okay.
Worried about myself. Maria taps in the bogey.
Missy did make her birdie putt, but I was distracting Holly with a question. And Missy was one of 3 birdies today. Sarah Hokum and Holland Hanley.
Holland Hanley getting all the elusive birdies out here at DGLO.
Hole 17, par 5, 755 feet. You have OB along the left side that follows the mound of the toboggan. The right side is all safe but can get a little bit tricky. A lot of players are just trying to hit that corner. If you want to get aggressive, you can flex something over OB most of the way, cut the corner, and leave yourself in position to go for the eagle. If not, many players throw their second shot to the bottom of that gap running up the hill, leaving them with a simple approach for the birdie look.
Missy Gannon up first. Good looking backhand off the tee.
Beautiful shot.
Great distance.
From the tee, that can always look really like you threw it so far, and then a lot of people still will hyzer out OB. Deceptive, I think, is the word I wanted.
A very similar shot to Missy's. Alexis's inbounds.
Both players catching the side of the mound and getting a roll back down to flat land.
And Jennifer Allen doesn't get the angle right, and she's hyzered out of bounds left.
She did push far up the fairway, so she got a lot of distance, and I think she'll still be able to throw up the hill on her second shot.
I agree. Maria pushing that back wall and getting max distance.
Moving the camera guy.
I wonder how tired the flagger's arms are at the end of the day. Because my arms get tired if I try to French braid my own hair and hold my
That's
arms
totally
up.
different, though. I think that's a...
Yeah, but they're even doing more work than me. I feel like I'd be exhausted.
I think that's
with
like the sprint versus the run, though, because when you're braiding your hair, it's up for so long. Missy with a good shot, just getting to the mouth and clearing the bush.
This is Jennifer Allen's third shot, and she's up on that raised area, which gives her a bit of a height advantage. I hate it when I put my stuff in my little walk-up area.
Well, quit doing that. I want her to just park this.
Yeah, that's what she's looking to do. Get to the top of the hill.
Saves eagle.
Jennifer Allen pushes all the way to the top.
That was beautiful.
It's so dusty around here. Now dust it and fan it.
It's like the disc golf version of pop it. Dust it.
Oliva. This is the same kind of play we saw from her the other day.
Yeah, going over the right side bushes.
Yes, over the right side bushes. And
I feel like when you have
putting.
the power that she has, that Jen has, being able to still get that distance even though you're throwing uphill, why not?
Exactly.
A good shot from Alexis. She had also played just to the base of the hill, pitching herself up, and she'll have a birdie look.
Oh, Missy pulls her upshot a bit to the right side and clips that tree.
See the spotter trying to see where that ended up.
It looks like it possibly rolled and Missy just has to pitch up.
Ooh. That is a left side chain on Alexis's birdie bid.
Jennifer, that's the kind of putt we saw on the front nine from Jennifer Allen.
OB birdie.
Yeah, OB birdie. That just looked like a strong, confident putt.
Maria for the eagle.
Maria Oliva with an eagle? I love an eagle, Maria. That's so amazing. Wow, that was a really hefty comeback for par.
Yeah, I didn't realize she went that far.
It can really get fast behind the basket.
It's true. There's a lot of fast greens here because it's just dirt by the basket. Wow. Looking good.
Party's almost over. This is hole 18, a par 4 uphill, 495 feet out of bounds, all the way left and right side, continuing completely behind the basket. Your tee shot as long as possible, I prefer, or another short conservative shot, depending on how you want to play the hole. Your second shot also is a big decision maker. Are you going to be conservative and lay it up to the corner and play for par? Or are you going to be aggressive and try to do a backhand turnover or a nice saucy forehand up there and get a look at a birdie 3? Oliva up first after that eagle. Oh, she gets the funny cut roll, and it is out of bounds. We saw one of those come back inbounds yesterday.
We did, yeah. Covered the entire fairway.
That was her shot, actually, and she did the funny face, remember?
That's right. Yeah, so she probably threw the same exact thing, and it just didn't work out for her today. Jen throwing it high, catching a branch, landing in the fairway.
Yep, her Mako 3's proven to be successful this weekend. And Missy taking a more conservative approach. She's not worried about distance, she's worried about staying in bounds.
Alexis with the sidearm off the tee in a similar area to Missy.
And from here, Alexis is looking to land safe and play the hole for par. Oh, the flagger.
Flagger in training.
Yes.
I believe that is the spotter's daughter. I got to meet her the other day.
I love that.
Missy also playing with the par approach, just going up to the mouth. So Maria's going to probably try and get close here with an aggressive turnover so she can save par.
We saw it the other day with her Anubis.
Oh.
And she is thrown out of bounds again. She had such great success on this hole the other day. I'm sure she was looking to replicate that. And Jennifer Allen Standstill Yeti AVR placement between the two trees.
Alexis on her third shot, approaching to the basket. That is how you play this hole for par. Missy on the right side of the fairway, so giving her the smaller gap of the trees to shoot through, pushes it a little bit straight, but still inside the circle.
Jennifer Allen jump putts and has landed inside the bullseye.
Maria approaching up to the basket. Missy for par. Oh.
Off the band. Jennifer Allen's in for par. Solid round today from Jennifer Allen, finishing 7 under. Alexis in for par. A bit of a rough start, putting her at 2 over for the round.
Maria in for a double bogey.
Hate to see that after the eagle on 17.
Yeah.
And Missy taps in for a bogey, leaving her 6 under for the round.
That did play as the most difficult hole today. There were only 5 birdies. Among those was Ella Hansen, and with that birdie, she secured the course record with 8 down.
Course record from Ella Hansen, incredible. And with that, Owen Scoggins is your Discraft Great Lakes Open champion, her first Elite Series win. Owen has had a lot of podium finishes this year. If you've been following her journey, I'm just so happy for her to finally get this big win. She's been practicing and working so hard for it.
Yeah, once she had 2 of the hot rounds at Idlewild last weekend, opening up to this tournament where she shoots hot round again, and she was just unstoppable, honestly. We thank you so much for following along, supporting Ace Run Pro and all of the FPO. Thank you for watching.
And if you'd like to subscribe to Ace Run Pro on all the socials, that would be great. Appreciate all of you Ace Runners out there. You can support Raven and I by going to Another Round Disc Golf, getting some custom discs, or your favorite disc stamped with our mini logo stamp.
Don't forget to check out this video and the 3 previous rounds for the giveaways. You ever just have your brain turn on?